listeners, you are as confused as we are. We are ready to address any and all questions. And to be honest, we might be finding the answers out live with you because I think we're a little confused too. Hello, gorgeous. You want to say good morning?
No.
Perfect. I feel like the biggest confusion is perhaps the timeline of events for 2026. So in January, we made the decision to buy property in Mexico. We fixed up an RV and decided to drive said RV down to Baja. And en route to Mexico, we got a call from the producers of Amazing Race Canada that it was our year. And we were so incredibly overwhelmed. You want water?
Oh, so, hey, no, don't get me, hey, I said don't get me.
Flowers, honey, not Oso. Oso, come.
Not your mom and dad, too.
No, if you, where did she get that attitude from? Are you peeing? Oh my goodness.
She's having too much fun. So yes, if you haven't heard, we are on season 12 of The Amazing Race Canada.
It's time for me to shine, baby.
This is such a dream come true. I truly believe we've been auditioning since season 1 or 2.
It is possible.
Whoa.
One of the most frequently asked questions has to do with how to watch The Amazing Race Canada. It's a little challenging in the States, but it is possible. I think if you use a VPN, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You can figure it out.
Just to finish the timeline question of the race, we found out while in California. We had a few weeks to drive ourselves to Mexico, get set up there, and then it actually filmed starting in April and ended middle of May. There are so many things we could say about being on the race, but truthfully, we're just so grateful for the opportunity. We've had so much fun. There's been 2 episodes. We've done like mini watch parties for both of them. Genuinely, I fell in love with our castmates. Everyone has such a cool story, and I loved the process of being behind the scenes of someone filming us and now getting to watch it back. So it's just amazing to watch the production side of things, to have been a part of the experience, and to realize a dream. Never stop going for your dreams. I think you have to stay consistent in life and persistent. These things that have happened for Eamon and I did not happen overnight. No matter how much it seems like that might be the case, so much of it is just the quiet building behind the scenes. What did you learn from Mummy on the sit ski when we watched Amazing Race?
No.
Oh my God.
If you fall, what do? You get right back up.
Come on, through the finish line!
Congratulations, you're done. Thank you. If you fall, what do? Get right back up. That's my girl. All right, let's make some brekkie. Bugs on our containers. How are you enjoying your makeshift kitchen, chef?
You know, you get used to it. Like,
Do you need some new clothing, baby?
get humble. We're out here, man. We're
We
in the
are out
woods.
here.
The makeshift kitchen ain't bad until it's raining. Well, this is not ideal cooking situation. There's mouse poo everywhere. Every time you clean something, you need to like almost clean it again when you go to use it. So, little mouse poo ain't hurt nobody, eh?
Nobody I could do this life with but you, bud.
I thought you were gonna say the beard's back. Almost.
The beard is almost back.
The beard's gotta go.
What have I done to my face?
Daddy, I want oatmeal.
You can share with me, buddy. Yeah, I already made it.
Why?
Because I asked you, I said, do you want oatmeal? And you said no.
I said yes.
So while we did the race, where did you go, honey?
To Gigi's house.
Gigi's house. We're so blessed to have my mom, and my sister has 2 little girls, Frankie's cousins. Big girl, where are you going? To Gigi's house for a big girl sleepover.
See you later, Mama.
See you later, baby. I love you. I love you so much.
Frank? Frank, who's gonna win the race?
Daddy and Mama.
That's right, baby. I love you too, okay?
Love you too.
I'll see you in a couple days, okay?
And I did so much research before leaving, like, is this gonna traumatize my 2-year-old? The worst thing that I read could happen is that when we see each other again, she's a little bit pissy at us. The opposite happened. The reunion at the airport was better than the filming of the entire show.
There she is, there she is. Oh! Hi, Frank!
I'm so happy.
Did you miss mommy? Yeah?
Where's my daddy? Daddy, get a hug! Give daddy a hug! I missed you, Frank!
Come back to your mommy.
Oh my god, that was the best moment of my life.
I missed you so much.
We've been inseparable ever since, hey?
We just recently installed a sink. Game changer. The little bar sink was nice, but this is really nice.
To clarify, our plan has always been to continue to spend summers at the cabin. So even though we were living in Mexico and building in Mexico, the plan has always been summers here, winters there. Obviously, getting on the Amazing Race and needing to be back in Canada by mid-April changed our timeline quite a bit, but we flew home and had about a week to get ready for the race. We had, and I'm not exaggerating, the craziest weekend of our lives leading up to the show. On the Thursday, we got a call from our girlfriend who lives in Scotland that her partner took his life and they have a 6-month-old baby. When we won the second leg of the race, we actually won a trip to Edinburgh, Scotland.
As the winners of this leg of the race, Expedia is giving you 1 key cash that you can use for a trip to Edinburgh, Scotland.
Let's go!
And so we are coming to see you so soon, Alex. And then on Friday night, we found out that my grandmother was starting to pass. Now, this is a different kind of passing because she was about to be 90 years old, and there's a lot of celebration in that. But it was so beautiful because coming home for the race meant that I could go and be with my granny. So I actually spent the night with her at her home so that if it had happened overnight, she wouldn't have been alone. And honestly, I've done so much processing around death and life in general that I think she waited for me to come home. Anyway. Whoa. So Granny passed on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday, one day before we left for the race, our neighbor who checks on the cabin for us called us and said, I have some really bad news. And I was kind of like, you know what? We've had so much bad news, like what could possibly be worse? Turns out the cabin was completely flooded. We don't know exactly how long it had been flooding for, but we think at least a week because he normally checks on it about once a week. And then we get picked up for the Amazing Race Monday morning. They take your phones. We have no communication, no way of knowing what's going on with insurance, the cabin.
You didn't even mention the credit cards.
Oh, I didn't even mention that our credit cards in the midst of all of this were frauded and everything was cut off for us. So like all of our
subscriptions, all of our cameras, all of our internet at the cabin, internet in Mexico, literally everything was shut down.
Yeah. And we essentially hand over our phones and are like, our life has totally blown up. I had a breakdown on the Sunday and I said, I don't know if I'm supposed to go on this show. Like I was just crying and Frankie came up to me and she said, Mom, when I'm crying, you always comfort me. Who comforts you when you're crying? Oh, and it just showed me that A, she is so emotionally intelligent and can definitely do this. And B, I just felt like we needed to go do this. We needed to go do this. In some weird way, running the Amazing Race was both our baby moon and our honeymoon that we never got to have. All right, let's get changed. How are you today, Frankie? Okay.
Okay, Franks, where are you going? Frankie, I thought you wanted to come with us for the Sea-Doos. You don't want to come? I saw someone say parenting's actually pretty easy unless you need to go or do anything. Couldn't be more true. Yes, baby. Okay, why don't we just get in the car and then I'll get you a snack. We just had 2 breakfasts. 1, 2, 3, up. Whee! Come on, Snow White. You want to help us put these sea-doos in, right? Yeah. Summers in Ontario just happen so quick. Like, how is it almost end of July?
Baby, I'm just gonna readdress it. Do you need a new shirt?
Yes, I do actually. It's keeping my shoulders cold.
That's good, that's good. It's really good. Floating, floating. Yep. Well done, sir. Frankie found a little park at the boat launch here. You having fun, baby?
Yeah. Can we dig, Mommy?
Yep. I feel like we used to be a very efficient couple. We would get a lot done in a day.
Yep.
Frankie's obsessed with this park, so.
Might just spend the entire vlog here.
Let's go down.
Let's go!
You having fun, Frank?
I love so many of Frankie's qualities, but the one I admire the most is how adventurous she is, and I know that's because of her dad. I love you, baby.
Her impromptu I love you.
Oh,
I don't know if all kids do this, but she does like 10 or 20 a day, and it's the best part of my day every single time.
okay, I'm gonna hop off this Sea-Doo, ride my own, baby. Come on, honey.
Beck is gonna try and get Frank down. It's 1:15, an hour behind normal nap time as usual. The Sea-Doos are not quite done. We still need to put these docks, install them. And now that we have this massive dock, which we built for the wedding, we're gonna move the other Sea-Doos here. They used to be over there. I'm now moving over here, so I need to like actually bolt them. So we're gonna figure that out.
Can't remember if Frankie's monitor makes it all the way down to the dock, but I packed up a little snack box for the adults, some lunch if you will, and I'm gonna see if I can go down to Eamon. Okay, so far so good, baby. We've got a monitor on Frankie and it looks like Eamon is crushing this dock install. Wow, that looks great.
Good, eh?
Dude, this looks awesome. Another question I'm seeing you guys ask a ton is, how are you really doing? First off, thank you for the question. I hope you're asking the people in your life, in your immediate circle, this question too. Once we got the news about the cabin, everyone in our life was saying, if there's anyone who can get through this still smiling, it's you guys. And I agree with them. This is something that we have learned and been tested time and time again, but because of all the practice we get with it, we have amazing tools that help us come up against life's hardest hurdles and challenges. I am also forever grateful for therapy, and that is why I am so thankful to say that BetterHelp is a paid partner of today's video. BetterHelp is therapy done 100% online. All you do to get started is take a quick quiz. You're matched with a therapist and you can begin within a few days. You're able to switch therapists at any time if they're not the right fit for you, but you also can communicate however you want, whether that's phone calls, video chats, or text messaging. The tools we've learned in therapy have helped us make lemonade from very, very sour lemons. If you want to give it a shot for yourselves, you can head to betterhelp.com/Eamon and Beck. Project complete.
Well, obviously, in the last video was a lot of comments and concerns about the cabin. Burn it down! Sell that immediately! I wouldn't live in there if I was paid $1 million. Yeah. We feel pretty good about the situation. We have had Service Master come through.
Well, we started with a hygienist. right?
Correct.
Before Service Master even came, a hygienist whose job it is to test surfaces and all of these things.
They basically go around with a Q-tip and
Yes.
test and visually inspect.
The severity of the mold, right?
Yeah, so then they provided like an 8-page document to Service Master on what needs to be done to the place. And that step was optional. You don't have to get a hygienist involved. We wanted to get a hygienist involved. Then Service Master came through with a fine-tooth comb. They've been here for weeks. They HEPA-vac'd and disinfected every single surface, including the ceiling right down to the floor. In the hard-to-access areas, like the crawl space in the basement, they used a product called On and Gone.
After Service Master was here cleaning for weeks, they just give us the green light and say, build again. But we decided to take it one step further again, and we hired the hygienist to come back just to make sure that there weren't any little spores or things that they could detect that Service Master missed. So we're feeling very confident.
Did you have some garlic or something?
I had some chippies and hummus.
Garlic.
And we're left with this, which is basically a clean slate of the cabin. We've decided we should make a few changes to the cabin, even though we didn't want to, but just to have excitement about the space again.
She's been cooking.
Shall we give them the dirt? Since you're here, since you're watching.
How's my sweater?
Oh, it looks divine.
How's my shoulder, exposed shoulder? Anyway, we're actually thinking about converting this into just one big bedroom. It's a pretty controversial move within the family because you're getting rid of a bedroom and we're just getting more and more kids and nephews and cousins and stuff. But selfishly, we just want a big bedroom.
It's not selfish. We deserve a big bedroom, a bedroom that we could have a king bed in, that we could walk around, that we could open closet doors. I'm all for it.
If we do this, then we're thinking we could move the fridge here and clear up even more room in the kitchen. So we'd have still an island. I think this works really well, like a long island here. Still the sink in the window. Still, I think the stove in the corner, but then you'd have even more kind of cooking prep area.
The other major change for me as the designer, if you will, I want to do color. I want to bring in fun. I need it to feel new. I need this to be a new chapter. Less white. Almost no white. Actually, the kitchen I'm designing is kind of a creamy off-white, but that's just so that we can have color everywhere else. Like, for example, wallpaper.
Wallpaper.
The other major change I'm thinking about is closing off this loft space because we're going to be losing a bedroom downstairs. I was thinking if we close this off, that's another room. And then if we close off this netted area and make it like a little kid's reading nook, I actually think that space would get used. Right now, the hammock, nobody ever goes in it. Okay, Frankie's still sleeping. Let's go. Couple habit questions. Our iced teas, 2 of them are naturally caffeine free, including the one that I am just absolutely obsessed with, our berry hibiscus. We drink this most days. Now this pitcher did sell out, but we do still have some iced teas in stock. And we're already planning fall and Christmas blends. If you guys have any hopes or, recommendations for flavors for the cool seasons, drop them in the comments below. I think we're thinking gingerbread for Christmas, and we've been sampling a whole lot of tea. Iced teas are so simple. Brew it hot and then just put it over a bucket load of ice. Hi, baby. Good morning, honey. I love you. Another question I've seen is if we have Frankie in any kind of daycare or if we have a nanny. We do not. She's not in daycare. She's with us full time. We are going to be trialing with a couple in the next week to see if they can help us with our building projects. We're hanging with Frankie. Oh my goodness, it looks like mommy's hair. Let's go!
Is your back not hurting?
My back feels way better. Thank you for checking.
Where do your back hurt from?
Oh, remember that time I picked you up really silly and my back really got hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel better now, don't I? Wow, isn't this a beautiful view?
Yeah.
Do you love living here?
Yeah. This is my favorite.
Is it your favorite?
Yeah.
Over Toronto or Mexico monkey bus?
I like my monkey bus.
You like your monkey bus in Mexico, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Daddy.
coming to watch the World Cup?
Hey.
I love you, Frankie Lee, or should I say Snow White?
What's that?
It's our hibiscus iced tea. It's your favorite one.
Don't drink it out. Don't drink it out.
You want it? Honestly, this is great for kids because it has no sugar.
Can you say thank you to Daddy?
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, baby. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, bud. Cheers, honey.
You have a fork?
I have a spoon, apparently.
I have a spoon. We match.
We match.
Yeah. I'm serious.
You gotta look here.
Do, do,
Look here.
do,
I'm
do.
serious.
1, 2, 3.
Should we go to the beach?
Yeah.
Frankie's Beach. Woo! You want to do your swimming again?
Wow, the beach needs to be rigged. Hey.
Ooh, we got it washed up from the storm, maybe.
Yeah.
Can I do a big jump?
Yeah.
Pizza?
Sure, Frank.
Yeah. Oh, we.
Kick, kick, kick. I'm not gonna let you go, buddy. Kick, 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 kick. Use your hands. Kick, 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 kick. I got you, Frank.
I did. Again. Again.
Hit it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, swim, swim, swim. Good girl. Good girl. I got you. I got you. Go.
That
go,
is-
go, 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 go. Yes.
You guys want to know about family planning, baby number 2, yada yada. The truth is, Eamon and I always thought we'd have multiple kids. He comes from a family of 4, so triplets and then Eamon. And I have a brother and a sister. And we're just best friends with our siblings. So we would love for that to be a reality for Frankie. But the truth is, I've had my ovaries removed, so there's no chance of naturally conceiving a child. And with my health and my history and the current state of affairs, which is that things are going well, but cancer is still in my body, it's highly unlikely that we would be able to put an embryo into my body and have me carry the baby. So I feel like you need to be a part of this chat though.
Yeah. So we've actually sort of been entertaining, exploring the idea of surrogacy. It's definitely a complicated road and something we do want to share with you guys, but
Yeah, it's tricky.
but it's tricky.
I've been really working hard to be grateful for Frankie and the idea that that could be our complete family. In so many ways, she is everything we could ever dream of, but she asks us for brothers and sisters, and we would love to give that to her, and I feel like we have a lot of love to give as parents, so.
And we got the 5 embryos in the fridge.
Yeah, and we do have 5 embryos, so we went through IVF treatment before I started chemotherapy back in 2022, and that yielded 5 embryos, which means that there are 5 potential little souls waiting for us. And like I said, we have the hearts for it, and
Should we do 5 at once? All 5.
I think I'm gonna
5
stop this
short
conversation here because it is super emotional for me, but it is something that I want to talk about more. I just want to be like comfortable with where I'm at before sharing too much about it. But I know your questions about baby number 2 are so innocent. It's just not the simplest for everyone. And what I've learned from all of my girlfriends on this family planning, which is such a funny word, journey, is everyone is going through their own struggles and their own challenges, and I'm so grateful for the family we do have. I mean, Frankie is literally perfect.
Frank, do you want a brother or sister or both? Or none?
None.
Oh, that makes it easier.
All right, done. She wants it all to herself.
Not sure if you're curious about where we are on the property, but if you can remember, Eamon worked on refinishing this boathouse a couple years ago, and we used to have a few really old, decrepit docks here. We just moved those yesterday. So now it's really opening up what we're calling Frankie's Beach. Probably another reason we need another kid. We call everything Frankie. She thinks she owns everything.
saw a question about how do we maintain our properties while we're traveling or all over the world. This might help. It's a robotic lawnmower. Robbie Lawrence.
Welcome
Whoa.
to the family.
You hold the box down. Hoi. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, Robbie. And it's got a LiDAR so it stays away from you, or it'll stop when you walk towards it.
That's cool.
But you never touch this, Frankie. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is gonna drive around our lawn and cut the grass for us, okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a family member and we love him. We're not gonna touch him.
Why?
Because he's dangerous. He's got blades at the bottom that spin.
Show me.
Okay. You see that?
Yeah.
So that's gonna cut the grass.
Can I go in the box?
You can go in the box, yeah.
Here, Dad. Here, Dad.
Okay, what's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
While Eamon sets up the lawnmower, I just wanted to reiterate that the plan is to stay in Canada until the cabin is rebuilt. And then hopefully by end of October, we're headed back to Mexico. Currently, Anna is working on the drawings for our house there. And hopefully by the time we get back there come November-ish, we have the drawings done, plans approved, we have building materials, we know the builder we're gonna work with. So we're still working actively on Mexico, but nothing is happening physically on the property until we're back. But we do have some amazing neighbors who are all over people going to the land. We did have a builder go and check some things out, and immediately 3 people called us and were like, is there supposed to be someone at your place? Oh, it's just awesome. Right, that's gonna...
Pooping.
You're what?
I'm chewing.
Oh, you're chewing. I thought she said I'm pooping. How's potty training been going, babe?
Not bad.
Not bad. Do you want to tell them?
Not bad.
Not bad. Do you go pee and poop where?
No potty.
In the potty. You're pretty good, hey? My kids all doing their favorite things. This guy's building something new gadget. This girl's being creative. What you drawing, baby?
I don't know.
That's perfect.
Look.
I love it.
You love it.
I love it. And this guy just being the sweetest soul ever. Did you have a good day today, buddy? You did, didn't you? Yeah, good day.
Okay. Rapid fire round. Here we go.
How is Beck doing? I'm doing really well. I had some scans after the race and it showed a bunch of shrinkage in my liver. You okay, hun? I loved somebody told me to rephrase it as they've been disappearing. So the tumors are disappearing.
Love that.
I go into the oncologist every 3 months, which includes a scan, and I'm still taking the oral chemotherapy, 2 weeks on, 1 week off. No major side effects, feeling really good. I mean, I just raced across Canada, so pretty proud. Why aren't we in the Mongol Rally crew? This is Kara and Nate, their latest adventure, if you're following on Instagram.
We were invited. Kid, cabin.
We got a lot going on, guys. Not our year.
Not with Frankie.
This person gets tattoos when visiting new places. What's your recommendation for a Toronto shop?
Oh, Rusty Rose.
Rusty Rose.
Hit him up, ask for Craig. He just did a bunch of pieces for me.
Yeah, you want to show off
He's
a couple
my
of your
boy.
new tats?
I got a seahorse on my leg because Frankie told me to. And they always swim with their head up. Like even when they're sleeping, their head's up. So and then I wrote heads up beside it.
Love it.
I was like, what should I get here, Frank? She's like, a bird. I was like, Craig, I need a bird.
She's Poppy Dog.
Who's a puppy dog?
No, that's Poppy's daddy. That's Poppy's daddy, right?
What?
That's Poppy's daddy.
Poppy's
Yeah!
daddy.
That is Poppy's daddy.
So
Right? It's
Yeah.
Poppy's daddy, right?
I'm sorry I dismissed you. That is
Do you have
Poppy's
something between
daddy.
your teeth? Let me see your teeth. You have like a little...
Oh my goodness.
Let me
You're
see.
so
You're
smart.
so smart.
Recently, I've been stuck in a rut. Any advice on how to find purpose again?
Force yourself to get out and move. You just always, even if it's for 5 minutes, you'll feel better.
I feel like I'm constantly like, what is my purpose?
Twice a day, I'm like falling apart. Heads up, baby. Keep your head up.
Keep
you know?
your head up.
And then you gotta like go for a swim or move your body. Do 25 squats. Like I guarantee you'll feel better after
Yeah,
25 squats.
That's a good one.
I do the 1, 2, 3. Like when I don't want to get up in the morning.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, and when you get to 3,
I
you
just
have
do
to
1,
get
2,
up?
3. Like I just have to get up on 3.
but how long till you get to that point? Because you are
Well-
slow to get out of bed, my guy.
Okay, 1. Okay, 2.
Plans for Frankie's schooling. Currently, we don't know, and I think that's totally cool what we want to do with her schooling. She's only 2.5, so she has at least another full year. We're gonna hopefully be in Mexico for a lot of the school year, so perhaps kindergarten out there, see how we feel.
Yeah, like
Perhaps
no
no
stress,
kindergarten.
dude.
Yeah.
This kid is so smart. She's starting to learn how to spell her name.
Yeah.
She's drawing. She's like naturally interested in the alphabet. I feel like we're teaching her so much, and I'm not worried about school at all.
Yeah, the school of life. Yeah. Are we learning Spanish?
No, but Nick and Aubrey really like their tutor person they found.
Awesome.
And so I think we should just start.
We were doing Duolingo.
Yep.
It's not a good excuse, but we gave up our phones for the race. So we had no access to technology.
That's a pretty good excuse.
And then you kind of fall off these streaks and these things
Yeah.
that you were doing. It's about establishing the routine again. We need to get in the habit of it.
Let's get it. Guys.
You want to learn Spanish with us? We could all do it together. What Spanish do you know?
Oma, como estás?
Very good, honey.
Hola.
Hola, como estás?
Lots of people asking about reroute. Thank you for loving our podcast. We genuinely loved doing it as well. It's just a huge time commitment
Good
and
balancing.
we can't juggle it all. We got a lot of balls in the air and the podcast was so much fun. It just took up way more of our week than we can kind of give up at the moment. So thank you guys. We love that you loved it. We loved doing it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Will Oso ever go to Mexico? This is such an interesting question. Oso loves Bob. Bob loves Oso. We've been up here for a week and a half and Bob is missing this guy. What do you need?
He wanted to get in the shot.
He also just loves Canada, and because he's so big, it's not about getting him there. Like, we would be willing to figure it out the one time. It's just like then he probably wouldn't come back here. So
I think if we find a really good housekeeper that lives with us full time on the property that loves Oso, and the house is fully boxed in, like gated in, then I could see him living in Mexico.
and not ever coming home.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a tough one. We don't know. We
Love
just
you,
don't
Mom
know.
and Dad. I love you. I love you.
I love you,
I
honey.
love you too, Daddy.
Thank you, babes. Lots of questions about how close we are to Jazz and Crystal's property in Baja. Very close. We are friends. We just haven't filmed together, so
Coming soon.
stay tuned. Although I know a lot of you spotted them in the our party we had.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think they were in it.
I think there's like a clip from the back. You guys are good at stealth, people.
Yeah, I'm Baja bound.
Where did she come up with this
You
stuff?
like that song?
Wow. Baja Bound.
That's Uncle Nick's song, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at our family.
Recommendations for making your Amazing Race application stand out. Truthfully, we were just ourselves. We sat there. We were as casual as could be, but showed our personalities, if that makes any sense.
But then they didn't take us for 10 years, so don't ask our advice.
No, but I think it's actually just goes to show you that
Consistency.
nothing happens
Even
overnight.
with 1 million followers, they didn't. It wasn't the right year for them.
100%.
So just keep going, keep applying.
Just keep going in life. We have this great poster in the cabin that says, "What happens if you just keep going?"
Yeah.
That's kind of our motto in life. Just keep going. Sustainable clothing recommendations. I'm a big Indigo Luna fan. I like Mate the Label, wearing some packed, but really trying to clean out my closet and keep it all really clean.
I love Otway. They have some organic teas and sustainable packaging and everything.
Do we believe in God? And what is our faith?
I believe in more in God these days.
Yeah, I definitely have been chatting with Frankie about God and what it means, and to me, anyways. And I feel like I'm witnessing God in this moment, you know? Like, you just look, the sun's setting, nature is so gorgeous. The universe has just brought so many crazy cool things into our lives. It's hard not to believe in God.
I believe God is. Good job, Frank. Way to stick with it, though. Oh, I know. It's scary, right? God is within all of us. It's all around us. It's not like one superhuman or source or anything. Like it's it's all connected.
Anything we would have done different for our wedding?
Not a thing.
The wedding was so unbelievably
I can't believe how perfect it was. Literally, like, for me to say that too.
I know.
Like, I'm kind of Mr. Hard to Please.
Yes, you
in
are.
some situations like that.
You
Like, especially
are.
with dining and, like,
Yes, you are.
food. Like, I'm very critical.
Yeah,
It was flawless.
it was perfect.
What was our chef's name? Gourmet.
Bob from Chef Gourmet at your table or
Yeah,
something?
Chef Gourmet at your table.
Having a wedding planner was super, super key, especially for a couple of type B people who hate to plan. And Steph just made it so easy to enjoy our time. We weren't worried about a thing. She is New Berlin Events.
Yeah.
Check her out. She was amazing.
What do you want to buy? What do you want to buy?
You've spent years being with each other. What's your favorite thing about one another now?
My favorite thing is just how much love you give to everyone.
You have chocolate though.
I'll take chocolate, thank you. I have always really, really admired you, and I feel like especially post Amazing Race, I admire you even more. You're just such a yes guy. You just figure things out. You do stay relatively cool under pressure. Things get a little crazy, but you're just like, there's just nobody I want to spend time with and more than you. You're just the best.
I thought you were gonna say my bud.
Your bod is awesome too.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, baby.
How old is Oso?
We think Oso's about 5 or 6.
Best parenting tips.
You have to let the kid be themselves while still setting boundaries and structure.
I think your patience is unmatched.
Thank you.
Like, unbelievable. You have to challenge the way you were parented if it wasn't amazing. Like, oh man, my parents are killing me. My instinct is to yell. Like, my instinct is to raise my voice and discipline her because that's what my dad did. And so, being aware of that and understanding that she can't regulate emotions. And she's not being ridiculous. Like, she's being ridiculous, but she doesn't understand that. So yelling is just going to make her shut down.
Yeah.
Is a huge eye-opening for me.
You're doing amazing. I see you sometimes. Just I mean, I do too, you know? But I think that's why she's so great. Because we let her have the feeling, and I'll literally say to her, it's okay to have this feeling right now, but we're not going to let it go on all day.
Yeah, no.
Where did my ice cream go?
I dumped it all the sand.
You dumped it in the sand?
Yeah.
Questions about YouTube, like how we're feeling with YouTube. I do feel like I went through a period of time with YouTube after I gave birth and received the diagnosis where I really didn't want to film. I didn't want to be online. And I found such a love for filming again and sharing and the community. It's you guys. You guys show up with such love and heart, and I love you. And so I'm really enjoying doing it again. And we do it on our own time, and I know that that's not as regular as we used to be, but that's what's working for us, you know?
For me, like, having these videos to rewatch, it feels so different. Like, I'm not getting sick of the edit. Of course, you get a little bit fatigued, but, like, I could watch this kid all day, you know? And, like, reliving it, it's so amazing how quickly time goes by. And even in 2.5 years, to be able to go back and watch a video almost twice a month of her life is just, that's motivating me more than anything.
Yeah, 100%. Because we take tons of videos, like, just for fun, just for us, but you don't really watch those back in the same way.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Is that an eagle? Oh.
Oso doesn't like it.
Uh-oh. Oso's trying to protect the house.
You see him, Frank? Look at him.
Whoa.
Sick.
That is so cool.
That's so cool.
It's okay,
Also-
Os. It's okay, buddy. The mosquitoes are starting to get me, so I think that's going to be a wrap.
They are getting me too much.
They are. I know, the mosquitoes love you. Should we go inside then, honey?
No. I'm having too much fun.
This summer, I made a promise to myself to just get dirty, get on Frankie's level, swim when she wants to swim, get wet, get in the sand. Earlier, she was literally like I was being buried in the sand when Eamon was doing something up there. And it's just like changing summer for me of having a really good time. Final note, thanks for watching. We love you guys.
Peace.
I gotta go inside, honey. I'm getting too bit.
Wait, am I finishing the setup?
I think so.
I'm getting my shit.
All right, all I've done is plug that in. That's fully charged now. Set up lawn area. Unlock from charging. Oh my God, it's moving. Dude, where are you going? Was he just doing a 360? Scanning. That was sick. pretty cool. I'm manually driving it around the entire area, and I'm gonna make a map of this area, then also down there. This could not have been easier to set up. I now have that exact map of this entire area all the way down to the cabin. And now I think I just press this button. Slide to start. Here we go. One thing I am curious about is, let's say there's a kid's toy or something on the lawn. It does have LiDAR detection, but let's test it. Wow. Good job, buddy. He's trying to back up and really get tight into that spot too. Nice work, my man. Nicely done.
Okay, we'll check on this grass here in the morning. But she's working. She's cooking. Now I can put my daughter to bed.
See you, little buddy.